Have you ever noticed how some women just seem to effortlessly grabbing everyone's attention around them and they're getting noticed left and right and up and down and whatever they do? Some of these men are literally starting to trip over themselves in order to get some of her attention. Like they make a fool out of themselves just to start to like being recognized by this woman. What is it that these women do and how do they do this? And it's actually nothing really special. It's just like three absolutely important mindset shifts and the way how they approach life and the way how they engage with men that makes all the difference. And I'm going to give all three of them to you right now. The first one is like self-valuation over validation. That means it's like you can confidently shine without the seeking approval of others. That basically means it's like, okay, there's some internal validation that you give yourself, that you have some strong confidence built from within because you live your own life, you have your own hobbies, you have your own social circles. You're not just waiting around for a man to come and sweep you off your feet. No, you just keep doing you. And men, they can smell it, they can feel it. There's a sense of independence. There's a sense of like, wow, she lives life, she enjoys life, and she's strong in knowing who she is. And that's crazy attractive. And the way how this often is shown is actually when someone, let's say you're at a social gathering and at this party, this man is just sharing something very powerful, very beautiful about success and achievements that they had, or even another woman that you're standing with and then like she's sharing the things that she's going through. If you can just like give her some genuine praise, give him some like acknowledgement for whatever those achievements are, and you're not trying to add your achievements on top of it, say, yeah, and I have done this and did it, and like basically playing this battle of like I am better than you. If you just don't do these things, and at the same time you're also not getting shy, and you feel like, oh my God, she has all these achievements, and oh my God, like he's so, and I haven't done this. Like, no. You just like, you don't need this validation. You know who you are. You know your own achievements. And if someone asks you, you can very confidently speak about this. And yet, you will never brag about this. I always believe it's like, often less is more. Not just because it adds an element of mystery to it, but also because you're making sure you never come across as like self-centered and you're bragging. So the self-valuation over this external validation over others is the first big mindset shift. Which brings me to today's sponsor. If you're stuck, lost, or confused when it comes to your relationship with men, and you don't know how to communicate your needs to him in a way that makes you feel seen, loved, and heard, then you must see this. Since every woman's personality and circumstance is so unique and so special to you, we have a free relationship assessment quiz that you can take in the link below. That quiz will give you a customizable action plan to give you the love that you deserve, because you're worthy of it and you do deserve it so much. So take our free relationship assessment quiz right now, and now back to the video. The second one is like you have a very rich personal tapestry, meaning you cultivate a life for yourself that is so rich that it's irresistible for others not to know, not to notice. Meaning you have like a really diverse interest. You like, instead of being just like one note, in a song, you're like a whole symphony of things. How that can look like is, on a Monday you meet some friends because like you have a business dinner. On Tuesday you're ending up going to a concert. On Thursday you're going to a jazz bar. On another day you're just taking a day off and you want to read, you want to do your own thing, some self-care. Whatever it may be, it doesn't even matter. But there's just so much happening. You just live your life. You're not just sitting around and not doing anything and waiting along. No, your life is action. Your life is adventure. Your life is joy. And if you have these unique hobbies and there's constantly something happening in your life, that creates a lot of attention, curiosity. Someone is going to be intrigued. It's like, what's she going to do today? Where is she going to fly tomorrow? What's her next holiday going to look like? Who is she with tomorrow? The next day? Like any of these things. This is going to be so powerful because it shows you live a life that's just exciting and you show very passions. And then the third one is very important too, which is like you're exuberating joy and positivity and optimism. It doesn't matter what happens. You just radiate that joy and that happiness wherever you go, whatever you do. It's like others that watch you in that energy, I can guarantee you they're gonna feel so attracted and they're gonna follow you, because this is what everyone wants. Not many have that. Not many have that to the degree that it's like, I notice this person is enjoying life. And that's powerful. So whatever that is for you, just allow yourself, rather than seeking and looking and like, oh my God, I need to find these men. It's like, no, you don't. If you just seek and look for, how can I enjoy life more? The man are just gonna come by itself. Trust me, it's a given. If you have this genuine zest for life and this resilient attitude, whatever happens, you just embrace any challenges, any like twists and turns with a smile. Let's say you're having dinner plans, and you're supposed to go on a date with this man, but whatever happens, like they made a mistake, they mix up the reservations. Now all of a sudden, the way everything that has been planned doesn't really work out anymore. Rather than getting upset and angry and disappointed and the whole evening all of a sudden is like becomes a mess, you know what? You approach with like, all right, cool, that's not supposed to happen here. I guess we're supposed to go on an adventure and like check out one of these bars around us. And you just keep going into this spontaneous adventure with that man, with your friends. That is attractive. Why? Because again, you show there's so much positivity, there's so much joy, there's so much to explore in this world. So why would you get upset just because something doesn't happen the way how you envision it, how it was planned, how everyone else thought like this is going to be? It doesn't matter. If you're able to turn misshapes into fun and joy and bring a new type of flavor to the mix, men are gonna be after you, because it doesn't matter what else it is. Everyone wants it. And every man, they're facing their own challenges. Every man, they have so much pressure all the time. If all of a sudden they can tap into that energy just being around you, that's gonna make a huge difference in your life. Because the men, they're gonna stand in queue rather sooner than later, because they want some of that energy. You turning into that magnet and they're feeling drawn towards you, rather than you chasing that man, you looking for, okay, who can I find and how can I make things happen? It's like, no, just make the best life happen that you can for yourself, and the man, they will just want to be part of it.